Hello, welcome back Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, episode 42. This is Doubleshot number 7. Our first two books is X-Men, Curse of the Mutants by Victor Gelscher, I think is how you pronounce his name. He writes the first 20 issues of the series. This collects the first 6 issues of the series plus X-Men Curse of the Mutants Saga and Curse of the Mutants Spotlight. Mainly, I'm not going to go too much in this book like I do with other books because of my Wi-Fi problems. That's why. Mainly in this book, it's X versus vampires. Yeah, Dracula does play a role in this book, but not really very much. It's an okay start to a book. The artwork is fine. I've got no problem with the artwork. Jubilee becomes a vampire, and this stays in effect up until recently. Pretty much, this is basically just a cross. This is kind of like the way Spider Island was, where it's a storyline where it has its own tie-ins. And if you want to read exactly what about some different points in this book, you should read 2 other books along with this. Number 1, you read Namor, the First Mutant, Volume 1, Curse of Mutants, and you read the Curse of Mutants, X-Curse Mutants versus Vampires, to get the full explanation exactly what goes on in this book. There's a lot of stuff that happens in this book. Dracula does come back from the dead. Excuse me. And the guy who killed him, he kills him. And mainly, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, this is the cover of one of the books. And also, this is sort of a team-up book where they actually deal with different characters. This book, they team with Blade. But that's pretty much it. Alright? Next. X-Men. Oh yeah, that one continues issue 26. X-Men. A great power. Yes, describing the show in the book. This is written by the same writer. We have issue 7 through 11. Mainly, there are 2 stories in the book. Number 1 is simply the X-Men who go to New York, deal with some lizard problem, and Spidey shows on the book. Though he does make an appearance in the first issue to the end of the first part. But mainly, it's an interesting book. Of course, he also teams up throughout most of the with Emma Frost, since most of the X-Men return to lizard people. The lizard himself does show up in this book, and this is sort of a follow-up to Shed, in a way, because this is the first time the list has been seen in a story since Shed. But the main bad guy of the story is Dark Beast. Okay? It's a pretty good story. You can get used to it. It's Chris Michel's artwork. Okay? And the last story is basically Xavier meeting the leader of the Unforgiven. The Japanese vampire, I don't remember his name. It's a pretty good story, I'll give it a take. The story flashback takes place in the late 50s. But, would I say get this? Yes, there's no tie-ins like the other one. But this is an okay standalone story. Issue 11 doesn't team with anybody. Not particularly no, but that vampire does make a return in a couple of story arcs from this point. When he takes up, when him and his group, the Unforgiven, show up. Otherwise, though, I would probably get this definitely a 5 out of 5. If you excuse the artwork in the first story, this is a pretty good. This is a tease of 2 really good stories. Okay, that's it. Stay tuned for Doubleshot number 8, and then that'll be it for me today. Okay, bye.